It's the ones that are different that cause us to stop and ask why. At the beginning of this week's Torah portion, we read about the materials necessary for the building of the Mishkan, the initial sanctuary, shul, house for Hashem. And we're given a whole list: gold, silver, copper, acacia wood, precious stones, oils. And we're told that everyone could give whatever it was that they wanted. It was up to you, your generosity. Some gave more, some gave less. There was one exception though. That was that every single Jew had to give a half a shekel. Moses couldn't say he was great to give more, neither could anybody claim to be less worthy and therefore only give less. That's the first thing that is different. But there's something else that was also different to all the others. And that is what would happen if anything needed to be replaced. Bear in mind the tabernacle was around for nearly 400 years, then replaced with the first and second Beis Hamikdash. And various artifacts might have had to be made again. And if there came a time and they didn't have the gold to make it, fine, have to make the menorah out of wood, so be it. Of course, when they were able to, they would then replace it with gold. But there was one exception. That was the cheruvim. There's two angelic, childlike figures on top of the ark, made out of gold, and always would have to be made out of gold. Those two are different. Why? And the answer is because the half a shekel was for the Adonim, the sockets, that was the foundation of the sanctuary, the house for Hashem. You see, when it comes to building, that foundation has got to be strong and it's got to be even. Every single Jew has got exactly the same to give when it comes to the foundation, that which holds everything up. At core, our soul, we're all identical. Some may achieve more or less in their lives, but we're all identical at the core. And so therefore everybody gave the same. And because we're all identical at the core, that's why the cheruvim had to remain of gold. Because those cheruvim, symbolizing the child, and as the Medrash tells us, the education, the chinuch of our children, that you can never swap, even if it's difficult. Oh well, we don't have gold. When it comes to the education of our children, we've got to make sure that they all get the very best. We all start off identical. We all support the whole infrastructure identically, and we must all be educated and educate our children with gold, the very best that there is. Wish you all a very good Shabbos.